first graders, it's Mrs. Mesak, and I'm here to read you a story called We Are Best Friends, and it's by Aliki. Peter came to tell Robert the news. I'm moving away, he said. You can't move away, said Robert. We are best friends. I am moving far away, said Peter. What will you do without me? Asked Robert. Who will you play with? We will live in a new house, said Peter. You'll miss my birthday party, said Robert. I'll be going to a new school, said Peter. Who will you fight with? Asked Robert. Nobody fights like best friends. I will make new friends, said Peter. You can't move away, said Robert. You will miss me too much. But Peter moved away. There was nothing to do without Peter. There was no one to play with. There was no one to share with. There was no one to fight with, not the way best friends fight. There was no fun anymore. I'll bet Peter doesn't even remember me, said Robert. It's a good thing he's not here. Hello, my name is Will, said a new face. I don't like freckles, thought Robert. I used to go to another school, said Will. I don't like glasses, thought Robert. My friends are all there, said Will. I don't like silly names like Will, thought Robert. It was fun, said Will. Not boring like this place. A letter came for Robert. A letter from Peter. Dear Robert, I hope you still remember me. I like my new house now. I like my new school now. At first I didn't like anything, but now I have a friend, Alex. You are my best friend, but Alex is nice. It is fun to have someone to play with again. It's not so lonely. Love, Peter. Robert drew Peter a letter. He drew two friends building a fort. He drew them playing with their cars. He drew them riding their bikes. He wrote, If you were here, this is what we would be doing. But you're not. Then he wrote, There's a new boy in school. He has freckles. Robert saw Will by the fence. Did you lose something? He asked. I thought I saw a frog, said Will. That's funny, looking for a frog, said Robert. What's funny about it? I like frogs, said Will. I used to have a pet frog named Greenie. He'd wait for me by the pond near where I lived. He must miss me a lot. So it kind of looks like Will isn't making too many friends. Not yet. I know where there are frogs, said Robert. Right in my garden. You're just saying that, said Will. No, I mean it, said Robert. You can see for yourself. If I had a frog in my garden, I would share it, said Will. That's what I'm doing, said Robert. So he's starting to try to find ways that they might be able to hang out together. They both like frogs, and Robert is saying he has frogs near his house. Robert and Will rode home together. They went straight into the garden. The frogs were there. One leaped up under a bush and Will caught it. I'll call you Greenie the second, he said. You like me already, don't you? So they're talking to the frogs. The frogs lay their eggs here every year, said Robert. It's almost time. My friend Peter used to come watch the tadpoles. He called them Inky Wiggles. He'll miss them. Why? Asked Will. He moved away, said Robert. just about the time you came. I write him letters. Then you can write about the Inky Wiggles, said Will. They laughed. I haven't had so much fun since I moved here, said Will. Neither have I, said Robert. So they're both realizing that they're having a lot of fun together. And ever since his friend moved away, now he has a new friend. Robert wrote to Peter, Dear Peter, I can't wait until summer when you come to visit. The new boy is called Will. I showed him the frogs. He had a pet one near his home, but he had to move away just like you. He thinks Inky Wiggles is funny. I'll write when they hatch. Love, Peter. P.S. How is Alex? P.P.S. See you soon. Robert mailed the letter, then rode over to Will's house to play. That's the end. I hope you enjoyed the story. See you next time.